In the next few minutes, we're going to show you the basics of how to install a zero-zone reveal merchandiser continuous lineup. This will be a brief overview, so please refer to the specific case installation and operation manual for any additional details you may need. First, check the numbered labels to identify the order of the cases in the lineup. Cut and remove protective shipping wrap. Next, remove sealing pocket covers and shipping supports. Do not remove protective coatings on the handrail, honeycomb holder, or the canopy until installation is complete. Check the packing list on the loose parts box to verify all the parts are inside. Remove packaging from parts on top of the case. Find the provided Tinnerman clips and install on the outside of bases where cases are to be joined. Before joining cases together, remove the shelves, deck pans, and return air grills nearest the ends that will be joined. To remove the shelves, cut the tie wraps and remove the clips that hold the shelves. Then remove the deck pans and return air grills. Next, mark out the base plate locations on the floor with tape. Then use a rotary laser level to find the high spot in the lineup, and place the required amount of shims accordingly at each base plate location, both front and rear. The shims are placed perpendicular to the base plate with the front edge of the shim lined up with the front edge of the base plate. This allows for proper installation of the kick plate later. Tape the shims to the floor. Position the case that will be on the end of the lineup. Refer to the numbered labels for the order of the cases in the lineup. We are not applying butyl caulk in this video. Take note to caulk only one bead on the extrusion, not going past the honeycomb holder, and apply butyl to only one case, as excessive amounts of sealant may squeeze out of the joint. Apply one 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch wide bead of butyl caulk from the front of the case, then 2 beads along the ceiling, the rear wall, and the base. Repeat these instructions at all case joints. Refer to the caulking directions that are included inside every lineup case when they leave the factory. Once you have applied the butyl, move the next case into position using either a J-bar or pallet jack. Align front lower trim and rear standards and make sure cases are within 1/4 inch of each other. Be careful not to damage the electrical enclosure, wire raceway, or ends when moving the case. Loosely install the provided 3/8 inch case bolts by hand tightening them. The second set of holes on the bottom of the frame can be used to help align the cases using a drift pin or screwdriver. Confirm that the front is aligned vertically and horizontally. Then tighten the lower case bolts. Do not attempt to pull the cases together using the case bolts. Install the sealing bracket to align the ceiling panels. Top canopy screws can be loosened, and the canopy can be moved front to back, side to side, or shimmed as needed. Using a rubber mallet, tap the factory-installed canopy splices until canopies are aligned. Tighten the upper case bolts. Level the cases using the provided shims. Then tilt the case back slightly by adding extra shims to the front. This will offset the weight of product on the shelves later. For NSF compliance, apply small beads of silicone or other NSF-approved sealant to inside seams and piping egress, creating a watertight seal. Do not let silicone-based sealant and butyl sealant contact each other, as this may affect adhesion. Next, install the T on the drain pipe in the direction of your floor drain. Then install the supplied running trap, ensuring that the trap is level. Each case must have its own drain and be individually trapped. After the running trap, run the drain at a downward slope to the hub drain. Notice, as shown in this photo, an installer may have to field install a drain made of 2 45-degree and 1 90-degree PVC elbow. This particular variation was made because the supplied running trap was too long for the final floor drain location and would have overshot the hub drain. Each reveal case has a 4-foot electrical enclosure where electrical components and LED power supplies can be found. Behind the front lower trim panel is the wire raceway. Rubber grommets are provided to protect wire through raceway supports. One grommet will need to be installed at each case-to-case joint. If optional electrical to top is selected, all components will be located on the case ceiling, and components will remain in the electrical enclosure behind the lower trim on the right side of the case. Standard refrigeration connections terminate inside the case. Other exit options are available, such as top or out back. Refrigeration lines are connected and run across the tops of the lineup as shown in this typical example. Shelves, pocket covers, deck pans, and return air grills can be reinstalled at this time. If handrail tag molding is factory installed, the last screw from the joint will need to be unscrewed from each case before the splices can be added. Install the handrail splices at the case joints by inserting the hem side of the splice into the front lower edge of the handrail. Fasten at the back. Install the lower trim panel using the screws supplied in the splice kit. Secure the front kick plate to the Tinnerman clips that had been added earlier and install the splice pieces between the cases. Screw through the kick plate and into the Tinnerman clip. Install the end kick plate below each end panel. This completes the basic installation of a Reveal merchandiser lineup. Next are some optional features you may order. To install under-shelf lights, connect the factory-installed wire harness to the light stick. The under-shelf light will be secured to the shelf using 2 magnets. Plug the wire into the nearest duct pocket, then bundle the harness wire and place in the magnetic clip as needed. Quick connects can be attached at the return air grill at the left end of the case. Mirror parts are shipped loose, except for the ceiling brackets, which are factory installed. To install the mirrors, start by inserting the mirror scoop into the top slots of the case on both sides. Then install the air deflector in the 9th and 10th slots. Carefully peel the protective coating off the entire mirror, and then install it into the top brackets in the false ceiling. Swing the bottom of the mirror down and into the mirror scoop bracket. Center the mirror in the opening. To install night curtains, tip the night curtain forward into the pre-attached clips and twist into place until the clips engage. And there you have it. Your Zero Zone Reveal merchandisers are now ready for stocking and years of reliable service.